do me a favor. I know we're all part of the last American Outlaw Society here, American Outlaw Nation. Hit the subscribe button, tell all your friends about us because we need more subscribers so we can get in that algorithm and we can start getting some of this information out. So today on our tactical tips, let's talk about trigger follow through. I see a lot of guys, especially new shooters, whenever they're shooting, what they'll do is they fire the rifle, okay, bang, and they let off the trigger. And I think that the reason why people do this is because they think it's almost like a semi-auto AR-15. I don't need to make another shot, so they get off the trigger really fast. And what that does is that makes horrible follow-through. The other thing that they do is when they fire their gun, they fire, let off the trigger, and they look up really fast. Well, when you're shooting precision rifles, bolt guns, gas guns, you know, anything over 300 meters, you're not going to be able to see that with your naked eye anyway. So this is where I want you to focus on follow through. Now you can learn this not at the range, in your house, which is really cool because you can take your bolt gun, you can dry fire it as many times as you want. It doesn't hurt to dry fire your gun. I dry fire them all the time. Go ahead and get in your shooting position regardless of what it is. Make sure you have positive control over your gun. Stay on your rifle, do your breathing session like you're supposed to. Fire, keep the trigger pulled back until you would know that the recoil is over and you've made impact on your target. From there, you'll keep positive control over your bolt and rack the gun, okay? Gas guns are just a little bit different. We'll work on those here in just a second, but positive control over a bolt gun and trigger follow through is key. You've got to keep that trigger pressed back. You've got to keep your head on the gun, and you cannot move until the gun is through recoil and you're back on target. That is absolutely critical and literally rifle 101 skills that you need to have before you start actually going to the range and shooting. So a drill that I have for this that works really well is to put a bunch of quarters, you know, 2 or 3 quarters, or just even a quarter on the tip of your barrel. Get in your bipod, get in your shooting position, squeeze the trigger, make sure that the quarter doesn't fall off. Rack it, put the quarter back up there, squeeze your trigger. And if you will do this thousands of times where I'm on target and maybe it's a light switch in my house, make sure your gun's unloaded. It's a light switch in my house, or maybe you're looking through your door. I live in the country, so I can look outside and find a dirt clod or something. And I make sure it's unloaded, make sure it's unloaded. Stay on the gun, fire the gun, make sure the quarter doesn't fall off. That's key. And if you have those fundamentals down, you'll find that shooting is not actually as hard as you think. But getting over that is a really big deal. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Check us out on American Outlaw Nation.